friends, thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be sharing the Dear Me video. It's pretty much a video talking to my old self and maybe giving advice to my younger self. So let's go ahead and get started. Dear 8th grade April, you had so much depression, so much self-esteem issues. You felt so incredibly ugly because you had so much acne and you felt as though that wasn't going to go away. To be honest, you still have acne as a 29-year-old adult, and that's okay because as you get older, you're gonna realize that everyone has imperfections and it's not a big deal. And as you get older, you're gonna realize that those things don't matter. The depression that you felt was probably hormonal. It was just you going through changes, turning into a woman instead of a kid. Those changes were just hormonal. It had nothing to do with you or your life situation. It was just probably what everyone else was going through in 8th grade to high school. It's just not everyone talked about it and everyone just held their feelings in. Dear high school April, you're still not as chipper. You're just not the happiest person. You feel like you don't belong, and that may have caused some sadness or depression that you had lingering, and the fact that your parents were so strict made you so incredibly secluded. You felt like you had no friends, even though you did at school, but you didn't get to spend time with them outside of school because your parents wouldn't let you. That made you incredibly sad. That made you feel like you didn't belong anywhere. But when you get older, you're gonna feel like you belong somewhere, and you're gonna have a family, and that family of yours, you're gonna feel like that's where you belong. So just hold out and you're gonna feel incredible. And the depression that you felt in middle school and in high school, it will all go away. And once you find the perfect partner in your life, he's gonna make you feel so incredibly beautiful. He's gonna make you feel loved. He's gonna change your life in so many ways, and he's gonna build up your self-esteem that you're gonna be able to believe in yourself and do anything and everything that you've ever wanted to do. You're not gonna be the best at it. Blending makeup ain't your thing, but you just keep on trying and you just keep on doing you, and it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Dear college April, you were having a very hard time trying to figure out your major, and a lot of the reasons is because you were trying to please everyone else but yourself. You wanted to major in things that your parents wanted you to do, but at the end of the day, you are gonna be living your life. The fact that you majored in something for your parents, you're gonna be living that life. So you went ahead and you changed your major like maybe 4 times, and it took you 5 years to finally graduate, but you finally graduated, and I'm really glad that you chose the major that you wanted to do because you're gonna be living your life, and being a teacher was a passion of yours and you got to enjoy that. And I'm so glad that you actually did it because you were so close to not majoring in that. After graduating college, you had a teaching job and you were also a full-time waitress. You struggled and you worked your butt off so hard every single day, and you lived in a tiny studio with your boyfriend, and it felt as though things weren't going to get better, that you were going to continue to struggle and have 2 jobs, but it gets better. It will get better. The struggles now you'll realize were the best times of your life. It's those memories that make who you are, and those memories with your boyfriend first moving in together was incredible, and now he's your husband and he's such an incredible man, and he's just so much love in your life. It's gonna be an amazing time. So those little memories that you have, you'll always remember with your husband now. Dear April, you've never had a positive male figure in your life aside from your grandfather. You didn't really get to know your biological father, and that was such grief to you. You felt sad when you would watch movies and TV shows or see other people who had an amazing dad that loved them, and you felt like you missed out on that. Just know that although you may not have had that in your life, you have a son now, and your son is incredibly loved. Your husband is an incredible father, and although you may have missed out on that, your son will never miss out on that. So what you may have missed out on, your son will have. Your son will have all the love that you didn't feel. And although you may not have had a positive father figure who brought you up and made you feel incredible, your husband's father is so loving and makes you feel like he's your daughter. And you may not have had all that positivity in your life early on, but you have it now. You're gonna have it. You're 29 years old now. You're gonna have the love that you've always wanted. Overall in life, don't be ashamed of who you are. You know you're weird. You know you say the weirdest things sometimes, but just say it because that's who you are. Just be who you are. For the longest time, you were so incredibly shy. You were like a little turtle hiding behind its shell, and just come out of it, be who you are, say what you want to say, because everyone's different, everyone has their own opinions, and it will be okay just to be who you are. And once you hit your mid-20s, you're gonna be such a different person. You're gonna change in so many ways. You're not gonna be shy anymore. You're just gonna be so out there that you share a little too much information that maybe some people don't care to hear, but that's better than being so scared to say what you feel. Dear April, you have changed in so many ways. Looking back from a year ago, you've changed and you're gonna continue to change. So don't expect others to stay the same. Accept changes. Everyone changes in so many ways, and make sure that you accept the way others are changing with you, because you can't keep them the way they are. And it's really important to just accept everyone's changes in life. Lastly, spend time with your grandparents as much as you can. Remember the stories they share. Take their advice seriously. They've lived a long life and they know more about life than you. You think that you know it all when you're young, but you don't know a dang thing. Listen to your grandparents. Always honor them. Always be kind to them. Always remember them. Always call them on their birthdays. Always make sure to spend time with them, because for when you're young, you think that they're always going to be around, but they're not. And when they do, when they do go to heaven, it will break your heart, because you'll still think of them. You'll smell pandesal and you'll miss them so much. So just make sure to honor them as much as you can, and make sure you spend as much time with them. Lastly, when you were younger, you always felt like other kids were loved more than you, because parents would tell their kids, I love you. Parents would show their kids with hugs and kisses. You didn't get that. Perhaps it was a cultural thing, or perhaps your parents just weren't that way. That doesn't mean that they didn't love you, because they did. When you were younger, you probably thought that you weren't loved, but you were incredibly loved. You just didn't know it. As an adult now, as a parent now, I finally see everyone has their own way of showing love. Just because they don't tell you or physically show you doesn't mean you are not loved, So I wish that you knew that you were incredibly loved, and that would have helped your heart so much when you were younger. But now that you're adult, you know that you are loved, and you know that everyone just shows it in a different way. And now that you're a parent, you can show love to your son and tell him you love him and give him as many kisses as you want. You control how you parent, and it's gonna be an amazing journey for you. So that's it. That's all I have to say to myself, because I have no idea, and I hear Liam playing downstairs. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you maybe learned something about me, or I hope you guys share something in the comments. I want you guys to share something that you would have told yourself. I love you, friends, and I will see you guys next time.